All right, we are back and we are working on another car. The last video you saw, we put a transmission in this. We got it fired up, got it running good, ready to test. Now we're doing the opposite. We're taking the transmission and motor out of this. We're gonna go through it all, and then we're going to get ready to go testing and then get ready for the GLOT race. This here is Prison Mike. This is the car we ran at the PDRA Dealio last weekend. Logan's making love to the drive shaft right now. Look at that little toothpick. That's a cute little guy right there, ain't it?
Hold my shaft.
That's a cute little guy right there. Yeah, we have some weight in the car. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to look at it. We're not going. You guys don't even comment about it. It's got hella cross members, and it's got a busted K member. So for everyone that's like, man, it drives. It keeps driving left. The car was wrecked a couple of times. We're trying to get it to not drive left, but we don't know. Like, we're making all the changes that we normally would on a normal car, and it reacts very minute. There's very minute reactions, so we're keep chipping away. But I will say, it is hella annoying hearing you guys in the comment section just keep talking about it, like as if we're just not doing anything. Like, yeah, we're working on it. We're trying to get her sorted out, but it don't happen overnight. Already got a torque converter from Pete at Circle D on the way, and we're gonna pull the motor out and we're gonna go through it and just freshen it up because we don't know what's even inside this. It does have a nice pan on it, but we don't know what cranks in it, what rods are in it. If it's got steel rods, we're gonna call Vincent or TCAM Performance. I don't know why I said Vincent first. I know he stocks a bunch. We'll call TCAM and we'll get some aluminum rods and get the crank balanced and put everything back in there. So that's what we're doing. This is a good once over, head to toe, front to back. We need to make sure we mentally note or physically note every single thing we do to this so we can put it all back together. But yeah, that's what we're doing, and not really excited about doing it, but sometimes you don't have a choice.
All right, Scott, tell the people what they want to hear. What do we got going on today?
So we found out the limits of the good old Speedmaster block. Wasn't even that high. We broke all of the mains in it. Honestly, exactly what we feared with the Speedmaster was tune-up was good on it. They're just not real strong blocks for what we're trying to do. When we get the crank out, we'll show you guys where everything's broke at and how it broke and why it broke, and it did exactly what we expected it to do.
All right, the last clip you guys saw, I was like, oh, we're gonna get this transmission out, and then here we are with a Speedmaster block with cracked mains. All of them. Bam, 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 cracked. There were some issues with the motor. It did not have proper side clearance on the rods, and it looked like it had too tight
not enough bearing clearance on that one.
on the rod journals. So it spun two bearings there, spun a bearing there, and then the rods were rubbing on the clearance. Yeah, they weren't clearanced. They tried to clearance themselves.
Well, they did. It's just
Yeah, just not ideal. So everyone was commenting like, wow, I can't believe you guys are actually racing a car you guys bought and didn't just take it apart. Well, we had no choice on this one. It took itself apart.
yeah.
And here we are. So
that cam bolt, what do we do with that?
the Speedmaster block has let us down, dude.
It's pretty big.
It really has let us down. It really has.
Yeah, but your expectation wasn't very high anyway.
No.
For it to let you down.
You know, you talk about it, but you just don't ever expect it to happen. And then when it happens, you're just like, damn, dude, this sucks.
It does suck.
'Cause it's a lot of work. And then, like, the thing that sucks the most is when you make any change, nothing else fits. Like, nothing else fits. Like, we're going to have to redo pretty much the whole engine bay now.
High performance.
Yeah.
Japanese for don't fit.
Because, like, if you're just looking at it, this has an internal oil pump. If you switch to an external oil pump, which is really what it needs, don't you agree?
I like it better.
Then you have to change, you have to add it, but it's already got, like, you can't put the fuel pump off the back of it because the fuel pump's in the back of the car with a cable drive. It's just a bunch of shit changes, so. And we got to test, I should probably tell Pete to hold up on that converter.
No.
No?
I don't know. We're gonna build a motor similar combination. I don't know. Send that baby.
All right.
We'll do like a.
They have a Shelby block at TKM. They have a Shelby block and they have a 4-inch stroke crank.
Let's do a 420.
And they have a set of rods.
Let's do a 427.
And all we need to do is get piston. Well, I wonder if this piston would work, or would the wrist pin location be different?
Depends on deck height. You can probably now, depending
You
on
could probably get a shorter rod.
depending on what rod they have
Yeah.
down there.
All right, so not much format or structure in this video because it's been over a couple days and there's been a lot of just bad findings going on. So this is the disassembled Red Lobster motor. The transmission's down in Wilmington getting rebuilt. We ordered a dump for it, and I have a converter on the way from Circle D. So we have everything that like we didn't know was broken fixed or on its way to be fixed, and we were hoping to test next week until we found this. Speedmaster block left the chat, so that's a pretty substantial crack right there. You'd feel it, Dave. I think you need to feel it. You feel how much it shifted.
Holy shit.
Like this side of the block's
Yeah.
just back a whole lot more.
I mean, you literally about split the whole thing.
It cracked all the way up to the cam journal.
I remember seeing pictures of like a half a block just like
Yeah.
laying on the side.
Almost us.
Almost it.
So we're going through all the other parts that we got. Got the studs pulled out of it. Crankshaft. I think one thing that didn't help the crankshaft was it's a non-center counterweighted crank, so it'll do this, which it's just like wet noodles. The center counterweighted crank I like to put in everything. Everything that's like big horsepower, like 2,000 up. I recommend the center counterweighted crank. The rods that were in it, they're a nice rod. It looks like a GRP rod. It had 2 spun rod bearings, and the 2 had 4 spun rod bearings total. One of the rods didn't have proper side clearance, like the cheaper crank, and it was rubbing. I don't know where it is. It might be in the back there, because I'm missing one. Oh, here it is. That's this one right here. Yeah. That's not good. So that, there's multiple issues going on. The top end of the motor is fine. It's got some Higgins high port heads, T&D rock arms, which we love T&D. It's got like brand new lifters in there. So we formulated a strategy with the guys up at TCAM Performance. Shout out to Kevin Mullins. Shout out to Adam McCoy because we're stealing some of his parts. And shout out to John Boy and the whole team up at TCAM Performance. But I called them up and said, hey man, we need a motor. We need quick. What do you have laying around? They didn't have any complete motors laying around. They had a disassembled motor, which was our buddy Adam McCoy's, who Adam owns the Galaxy and has a couple other cars and does a bunch of stuff with Kevin. And he's like, listen, if you guys need parts, take it from my stuff because it's all ready now and just replace it. His block, he had a Shelby solid block. It was set up for 904 lifters where we already had these lifters. They're brand new, so we're going to use these. TCAM Performance happened to have a solid Shelby block in stock. So we're going to a solid Shelby block. We're going to go, this was like a 406 cubic inch motor. I thought it was like a 430, but it had a short stroke crank in there. We're going to a 4-inch stroke crank. We're going 4-125 bore pistons, so that's going to be a 427-inch motor with the Higgins heads. We got a Magnum center counterweighted crank, some MGP aluminum rods, and a badass piston that was in Adam's motor that we're taking out and we're going to use because the pistons you end up waiting for a while to get, so he had them in stock. So we're hoping in the next like week or two we can get a bottom end parts back here. Myself and Scott will assemble it. We're going to maintain same configuration, same oil setup, so internal oil pump, same oil pan. We want to keep everything as similar as it was before so we don't have any configuration changes on the car because you guys know we've talked about it before. You just moving the oil filter. How much money was it when we moved the oil filter?
I'm just glad you're not changing the heads.
Yeah, no, not changing the hedge, not
And the
changing the
whole
turbo
turbo
kit.
kit.
Yeah, no. So we have a resolution, which we wouldn't be able to have without the great guys at TCAM Performance. Scott came up here and disassembled this, so it's a huge team effort to get this thing back going. We want to get tested, and we want to be competitive before the next PDR race, which is here at Glot Motorsports Park, October 3rd through 5th. So that's our game plan right now. It's kind of a mess. We're going to get this cleaned up, and on Tuesday we're going to take the heads and all of our good parts up to TCAM Performance. So we're up there at the machine shop, make sure everything fits, and we're going to get the motor back and assemble it. So very excited. Hopefully we get to catch Kevin this weekend. Right now we're filming this video. It's Friday afternoon. We're going to head to test Friday evening at Glot. Race Saturday evening at Glot. Hopefully Kevin's there hanging out. We got Slick Rick loaded up in the trailer. and it should be a good weekend. So the people that were like, man, I can't believe you went out here and didn't tear shit up, or there, you know, I did see some negative comments, and really, you guys really let me down with your negativity. Some guys like, what do you say? He's like, man, you only have $4,000 or 4,000 views on this video. That's not enough to pay for the video, and we're putting a damn $25,000 transmission and converter in a car. Like, no shit, buddy. Like, good one. Yeah, we don't live and die by the views on YouTube. I make the videos because I enjoy making the videos, and I've discussed this before. But if you're that simple-minded and that's how you look at everything, you know, it is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're so miserable you have to take it out on me. That's what I'm sorry about. Dave, any input on that? Over the top selfie
if
cam?
you want to make any donations, I mean, because you feel bad. I mean,
yeah, because we can't.
Yeah, I mean, if we're not making any money off the.
All right, we're gonna wrap this video up. Go do this, right? Since some people are so worried about my finances and I don't have enough money. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I don't have enough money to put the transmission in the car. Go to lsnasty.com. I got some badass merchandise up there, and go get you some. It's a Friday. Get some new threads for next week. They'll be in. They ship out like within 24 hours. So if you order it now, like right now, you might be able to get it on Monday. So go on lsnasty.com, shop around, pick up some of our new merchandise, and we'll just see you in tomorrow's upload. Hopefully we're going fast.